There we go. Good afternoon. This is Judge Alyssa Perez resuming the criminal docket for the 210th District Court for February 15, 2022. All matters being heard today are being heard in accordance with all emergency orders and directives regarding COVID-19. In addition to that, we are streaming all matters live via YouTube for public viewing. I'll go ahead and call our next case. It's cause number 2020-0D03031 and 2020-0D05479, State of Texas versus Ernest Gomez. May I have announcements?
Kings from the state of Texas.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ruben, please come by Mr. Ernest Gomez.
Good afternoon, and do you see your client appearing from the police center?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Gomez, we are set for pleas in both of these cases. I'm going to be asking you some questions, so I need to swear you in. If you would, please raise your right hand. Sir, do you swear or affirm that any testimony you provide will be the truth and the whole truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much. You can put your hand down. As we go through this proceeding, if by any chance, Mr. Gomez, the audio is not clear and you need us to repeat something, please just let us know, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, would you state your name for the record?
Ernest Gomez.
Mr. Gomez, I'm going to be asking you questions about documents for each of these cases that you may have reviewed with your attorney. The first document I'm going to ask you about is State's Exhibit number 1. Those are the plea papers in these cases. Within that document, you're guaranteed certain rights, including the right to remain silent, the right to trial by jury, the right to counsel, right to confront and cross-examine witnesses, and the right to call witnesses on your behalf and in your defense. Mr. Gomez, do you recall reviewing State's Exhibit number 1 for each of these cases with your attorney?
Yes.
And did you sign those documents?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand everything contained within those documents?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Ortiz, have you had more than 10 days to prepare defenses in each of these cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you explain the plea papers to your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has understood the admonishments, rights, and consequences of giving up these rights by entering pleas today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Gomez, are you satisfied with your attorney's representation of you?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Ortiz, do you have any reason to believe your client is not presently competent to enter a plea or pleas?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Gomez, have you ever been found incompetent by any court?
No, ma'am.
Ever been examined by a doctor or psychiatrist who has found you mentally ill?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so based on your testimony, your attorney's representations, and my observations of you, I'm going to find that you are competent to enter your plea today. So are
Yes,
you a
ma'am.
U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me, where were you born?
San Diego.
San Diego, California?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So in each of these cases, you are charged with the offense of driving while intoxicated, third or more offense. To the first charge in cause number ending 3031, what is your plea, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And in the cause number 5479, again being a DWI third or more, what is your plea, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Are you making each of these pleas freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
We'll find you are making your pleas freely and voluntarily. Ms. King, would you summarize the evidence, please?
Yes, Your Honor. For the state to proceed to trial on the indictment, the state would have proven each and every element the offense charged, driving while intoxicated, third or more, in cause numbers 2021 0D03031 and cause number 2000 D05479 beyond a reasonable doubt. Judge, the defendant will plead to a 10 years confinement in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice Correctional Institution Division, probated for 10 years with community supervision throughout the period of probation. In addition, it's a 15 days ACOP, total of 30, and the rest of the term stated on the state's plea paperwork. Also, this plea is to run concurrent with cause number 2021 0D03031. And at this time, the state moves to admit Exhibit 1 as the state's plea paperwork. Exhibit 2 is our 914 disclosures, and Exhibit 3 is the indictment.
Okay, Mr. Ortiz, did you get all of that?
I did, Your Honor.
Okay, any objection to state's exhibits 1, 2, and 3?
No objection, Your Honor.
And is that your understanding of the plea agreement to include the ACOP days?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and Mr. Gomez, is that your understanding of the plea agreement as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So state's exhibits 1, 2, and 3 for each case will be admitted. Please understand, Mr. Gomez, that the plea agreement is not binding on the court. However, if I were to reject it, I would allow you to withdraw your pleas. If I follow the plea agreement, you may not appeal these cases except on matters raised by written motion. and ruled on before trial or by permission of the court. The next document I'm going to ask you about, again, one for each case, is the one-page trial court certification of your right to appeal. It is a document that explains your appeal rights because these are plea bargained or negotiated cases. You do not have an automatic right of appeal. Mr. Gomez, do you recall reviewing those documents with your attorney and signing them?
Yes, ma'am.
They were signed by your attorney and signed by me as well. So on your pleas of guilty and the evidence introduced, I will accept your pleas and at this time find the evidence substantiates your guilt. As to each of the cause numbers, I will find you guilty of the offense of driving while intoxicated, third or more offense. I will assess your punishment pursuant to the plea agreement at 10 years confinement in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice Institutional Division that will be suspended for a period of 10 years of community supervision. There will be a $4,000 fine, $2,500 of that being probated, 200 hours of community service, urine and breath analysis, VIP class, curfew, court costs, screen for TAP, DWI repeat offenders class. You will have a, what is it? A monitor, is it a $15 video fee, $25 to MAD, drug and alcohol counseling. You will be required, if he doesn't already have it, Mr. Ortiz, the portable monitoring device that has both GPS and daily reporting requirements, and you will not be allowed to operate a motor vehicle. All of those terms will run concurrent with one another in terms of clause numbers 3031 and 5417. The one that I guess will be the 15 days ACOP is, I believe, I'm understanding the agreement to mean that it's a total of 30. So you'll have 15 days to do per case. They will not run concurrent. Is there anything further, Mr. Ortiz or Ms. King?
Nothing further.
Nothing further, but I think my client has a question, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, how can I do that with work? Because I work Sunday through Wednesday. So could I do like work release?
So let me tell you, you're generally the court's rules on the ACOP days are yes. However, you can do them, and however the jail is allowing you to do them with COVID. Sometimes there's some restrictions, but I'm not going to have any problem with that. Okay. You also have the entirety of your probation period to complete the ACOP days. Okay. So you're on probation for 10 years. You know, if you can do them sooner, great. You get them out of the way, don't wait to the end. But however the jail will accept it. I'm okay with it. Okay.
Okay.
All righty. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Ortiz.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused? Bye, everyone.